If you say you are a leader, the question is, are you leading yourself? Are you leading people? Are you leading the colonial system? What exactly, when you are appointed or elected as a leader, the question is, what are you leading? Are you leading your ideas? Are you leading your community or your tribe's ideas? Are you leading the national ideas? Are you leading a regional idea? Or are you leading the continental idea? And I think every leader in Africa, all 55 presidents of them, will need to come back to this question and answer this question very personally and say, you are a president, you are a prime minister, you are a governor, whatever they call you in your country. The question is, what are you governing? What are you presiding over? What are you a president of? And if you need to find out, what does my community want? What is the best thing I can do for my country or my province? And how are these decisions that I'm making at a national community level impacting the greater African agenda? Any president who does not understand what the young people are beginning to speak about, particularly in the line of the consolidation of the Pan-African agenda of a one Africa that we want. If you will become a political leader in the 21st century and you are naive to the Pan-African agenda, I want to challenge you. If you think what I'm saying is wind out of my ears, you must ask Ruto. If you think I am dreaming, you must ask the people in Mali. You must ask the young African countries, particularly when the young people, the young vote that you're looking for. And these particular 2 years, we're going to be seeing elections in many of the African countries. And if our leaders are not sensitive to the agenda items which we are putting on their shoulders to implement, you may find that you're actually leading yourself and your wife and your children and the great African population. You're missing it. The next best leaders we're looking for. Hence, I could even get up on public media and I can call Traore my president. Not that he's the president of the whole of Africa, but no, listen to the man. He has an agenda item which does not only speak to Burkina Faso, but speaks to Somalia, speaks to Ethiopia, speaks to Mali, speaks to Gambia, speaks to Zimbabwe, and the implementation of the nationalization of mine, agriculture, and an agenda that is focused towards African is what we're looking for in our leaders. Is what we're looking for. We're not asking for you to spin backwards and etc. and go and kiss Macron or go and kiss Xi Jinping or be found hugging Biden and etc. We're not interested in that. That's for your own CV. That's for your own walls in your house to say, okay, I was with President so-and-so, I was President so-and-so. But for crying out loud, all those pictures do not convert into our freedom and our expression, our sovereignty, our independence, and our personal lifestyles. So if you are a leader and you ignore that, you cannot say you don't know. Because what we are saying right now in your privacy of your own home, you can download these videos and you can watch and you can learn, you can take notes and you can implement in whatever way you want to implement these things. But the agenda items are clear. We want a united Africa, and we will not stop. We will increase the volume until every African leader begins to take us seriously. And if you don't take us seriously in the next 3 to 4 or 5 years, hell no, we may have to begin to mobilize ourselves in our own polite way, and we may just have to walk up to the borders and we say, okay, thank you very much. We will plant our vegetables on the no man's land. We will no longer respect this border. And then you bring your soldiers to come and kill us who voted you into power. It becomes another political upheaval altogether. But why are you fighting us? When my grandfather is across the fence and the grandmother is across the fence, who are you to tell me that I cannot cross the fence? And who put that fence in the first place? So this for me becomes very personal, because I want to visit my grandmother in Mozambique and do so freely. I want to visit my grandmother in South Africa and do so freely. I want to visit my grandfather's house in Swaziland and South Africa and be free. I want to get to Zimbabwe and be free. I don't need a passport to go and see my relatives.